Welcome to another episode of Apollo University, a video tutorial on how to create your own currency, coin or token. The Apollo platform features a special asset class secured by the Apollo network and blockchain. Currencies can be created right inside your Apollo wallet. Let's get started. From the main dashboard of your Apollo wallet, navigate to the Currencies area, then select Currencies. You are now shown a list of all the currencies that have been created on the Apollo currency platform. The ticker code, currency name, the type or options the currency has, the current supply, maximum supply, an option to exchange using the exchange booth, and if the currency allows, reserve. Let's get into creating the currency itself. Click on the Issue Currencies button on your left-hand menu. First, we need to choose a currency name. The name must not contain any spaces. Next, we need a code or ticker. You can choose a 3 or 4 letter code. Now we need to write a description. Next, we need to enable all the options you want available for your currency. By default, exchangeable will already be checked. Exchangeable currencies can be traded for the APL currency in the exchange booth of the Apollo client, which operates differently to the DEX exchange currently. Controllable. Controllable currencies can only be transferred to and from the issuing account, and if also exchangeable, only the issuing account can publish these offers. Reservable. If reservable is checked, 2 extra fields appear: minimum amount to reserve per unit and reserve supply. For more information on reserve, please see our Apollo Wiki page, www.apollowiki.net. Claimable. Claimable currencies are reservable currencies that allow the locked APL reserves that back them to be claimed, meaning that the current holder of the claimable currency can exchange it for the locked APL that backs it, in doing so reducing the current supply shown on the All Currencies screen. Mintable. If mintable is checked, 2 extra fields appear: minimum difficulty, which must have it set at a minimum of 1, and maximum difficulty, which has a maximum of 255 but must be greater than the minimum. For more information on mintable, you can view this again on our Apollo Wiki page. Non-shufflable. Non-shufflable currencies will not participate in coin shuffling, an anonymous feature. When it becomes available in the future, the default is to participate. For this tutorial, we are going to create the most popular, easiest and default currency, and only leave enabled the exchangeable option. Leave all others unchecked. Initial supply. The supply of a mintable currency increases through the minting process. The initial supply, if any, is held by the issuer. The initial supply of a reservable currency is also held by the issuer, but the initial supply of a claimable, reservable currency must be 0. We will be selecting 50 million for the initial supply for this tutorial. Next, we need to enter the total supply. The total supply must equal the initial supply unless the currency is mintable or reservable. If mintable, the total supply is the maximum supply that can be achieved through minting. The total supply of a reservable currency is set at issuance to the reserve supply, entered as units to reserve in the reservable section of the form, and must be greater than the initial supply. With both reservable and mintable unchecked, we are going to leave this total supply as the same as initial supply. Next, we are going to enter the amount of decimals needed. The number of allowed decimal places can be from 0 to 8. but to avoid client rounding errors in rate calculations, it is recommended that a maximum of 4 decimal places be used. Activation height. This applies only to reservable currencies and must be a blockchain height greater than the current height, otherwise it must be 0. With reservable not checked, we are going to enter 0. Next, we need to ensure the fee is correct. Fees can be found on our Apollo Wiki page, www.apollowiki.net. If the displayed fee is incorrect, tick the custom fee box and enter the correct fee. Now key in or paste your secret phrase, and if you have enabled 2FA, enter this also. And finally, hit Create Currency. Well done, your currency has now been created, and it will appear at the top of the list in a few moments. You can also view any currency you own in the My Currencies window. This concludes our tutorial on how to create a currency in the Apollo wallet.